Okay, so we're live. Welcome to our Pacific Rim US stand-up. Here with me it's Patrick and Vijaya. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
Nice. So, Patrick, let's start with you.
Okay, so in general, I reviewed some PRs, including I think Vijaya's this weekend and Christian's, Sanja's. I think that's about it for now. Create a story and Tong Wei. I looked at her again as well. I created a story to recover some functionality that's missing with respect to showing a job seeker. So we had built in functionality, for instance, when you're a company person and you click on the name of a applicant to one of your jobs, you go see that applicant, but you also see all other jobs for that company that have been applied to by that applicant. That's all gone now. So anyway, at some point, Tongwei's PR didn't do it, but prior to that, some PR wiped out some functionality like that we have to check. So I created a story for that. I paired program with Sonia and Tongwei this morning, and I paired program with Laura and Sigu after that on their respective stories. And I submitted a PR for a story having to do with testing email validations in an acceptance test. And that's it for me.
Do you have any blocker currently?
No.
No? Okay. No. Cool. Vijaya?
Yeah, after Patrick reviewed my PR based on his input, I updated all the tests and all control tests are passed. And now I have problem with policy related to the company admin and company contracts are failed just now. I pushed my PR and I tested in my local also. It is failed.
And it's failing in your local as well?
Yeah, before all are passed.
Okay.
The company and the agency relation is.
The company? Sorry?
Company and the agency relation is broken.
Okay, so we'll look into it. Did you update from master to your from development to your branch or something like that, or it's just changes that you did?
I did not update anything.
Okay.
From master. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, any blocker besides that?
No blockers.
Okay. So now me. So just lost Patrick. Me today, basically, I've been so during all the weekend, I've been fighting with OpenShift because I was not able to deploy there the cruncher. So we did not have cruncher Friday and Saturday, but in the middle of the afternoon of Saturday, I was able to change that and bring it back up. And I've been spending my days trying to see if I could change for a newer version of OpenShift that uses Docker in order to be able to build everything, but I'm not having a great success there. So for now, I just saw that everything is working for now. Maybe I'll have to do something else in the next couple of days, but I don't know. I'm waiting to see if I can do anything else. So I've reviewed some PRs during the weekend as well for Met Plus. I reviewed some PRs as well for Async Voter. And during the day today with Michael, I was able to add Sentry notifications into the Pets Notify channel, the Met Plus Notify channel. So now we are notified whenever an error happens on the cruncher. And basically, I think that was it for me today. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet today, so I believe Sig will not be able to join us on Wednesday. I believe Wednesday will be the day that we'll be able to meet. Patrick, did you talk to anyone from Asia team to see if they could join us? You're muted, Patrick. Not
So
sure if you're
Sugu asked me about it, and I told him I thought the next slot was 10 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And I did say I don't think any official notice has gone out yet on the Slack channel, but he noted that down, so he can make that actually.
Oh, cool.
So nobody else. I didn't bring it up this morning. I forgot to. Nobody else asked about it. So, but I can certainly bring it up on Wednesday morning.
Okay. So I'm gonna just tell everyone that we'll be meeting on Wednesday at 10 a.m. and that's it.
You may want
Let's
to.
see if we can have anyone from the Asia team as well, because they
Probably.
didn't enter anything on the doodle nor anything. So yes, Patrick.
It might be good also to give them a heads up early in the week about the client meeting at 10 o'clock on Friday. Also, I told Sigo about that. I think he'd be able to make it. But just so people can maybe plan for that if they're available.
Okay. I can do both of them now.
Okay. Team meeting is Wednesday at my time is 7 o'clock.
Sorry, Jay, did not understand what you said.
Yeah, team meeting this Wednesday at 7 o'clock our time.
I think it's your time,
Yeah.
7, yeah.
Yeah. And Friday is 7 o'clock at client meeting.
Yes, it's
Okay,
going
I
to be
have
Friday at 10 here, so 7 there.
Okay. I have to plan for these 2 days in the morning. Okay.
Yep.
Most probably I'll attend both of them.
Okay, so I think that's it from my side. Eventually, I'll have to sit down a little bit and look into the MVP, and everybody should look at the document itself and see if they have any question or anything, so we can do more or less a quick meeting there. So I'm going to link as well the MVP document so everyone can take a look at it and see what's happening there. Okay, so for me, that's all. I don't have anything else for today. Does anyone have anything, any question?
On the crunch error, when we're trying to duplicate an existing object, I forget what the API, does it send back success at that point? Or I don't remember an error coming back saying we've already seen that object before.
It depends on objects. If it is a resume, the answer is always okay. And if it has success, but then inside it comes as a JSON object that tells you what happened. So for example, if you try to add a resume that already exists, it just gives you a success and uploads a new resume, and it doesn't do anything. So everything is okay because that's the behavior that we're expecting. And for the jobs, when you try to create a job with the same ID that already exists, it gives you success on the message. So it's an HTTP 200. And inside there's an error saying that the job with that ID already exists. So you need to update it.
So how is that going to work if we have a job that exists and the company person edits the job so we don't change the ID?
We have an update. There are 2 endpoints. We have a creation endpoint and an update endpoint.
Okay, so I guess I've already forgotten that. Or we didn't implement the update. I can't remember which one. So
I think we did. I think it's implemented.
Okay, I just haven't been sleeping well the last 2 nights. Maybe I'll chalk it up to that. Let's see. Yep.
I think I got the same problem before also. After I rebased from the development, it is resolved. The company and the agency relation.
The problem that you're having, so you're saying it's not your code?
It is failing company admin in policies and company content.
Do you want to show us your screen so we can take a look?
Yeah, I have only for 3-4 minutes. I had to go to school. Okay, I'll share it. If I... Not this one. Okay.
So the company doesn't have an agency.
Yeah,
The company doesn't have an agency. The company has an association with an agency. Let me see.
I think a company has many agencies, right?
I think it has many agencies, so it needs to be an includes or something like that. I don't know. Let me check.
Do you want to show the test that's failing?
yeah.
Company.
No, I mean the code for the test.
This is the policy, so it is failing all.
Hasn't belongs to many. The relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So the test is the one that you have the mouse on. French policy, expect not permitted. Or company.
Admin and company.
Why are we checking agency there? Because, okay, so can you show us the policy file?
Yeah.
So maybe is agency, maybe we need to check. Okay, so record agency, user is agency. Okay, can you show us the error again?
Okay.
Method agency equals on company does not exist. Oh wait, that's a factory girl thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show us that line that's failing, or the line that's failing there? That let company. Let company. So it's that one. Do we have any? How do we create? Agency doesn't make sense that's present there, because the attribute there should be agencies. And let me see if I can see how the factory of the company is working there. Yeah, so if you see agencies, it should be an array. Instead of agency there,
Mm-hmm.
should be agencies, so the plural. And instead of just the basic agency in front of it, it's going to be an array of agency with just agency.
Where?
On the end of the line. Right. You have your cursor, tap twice to the right. There. That's an array. It's not just agency.
You just put square brackets around agency.
Yeah.
You should be okay.
Should be something like this. Yep. Yeah. Because the relationship between the company and the agency, it's not one-to-one, it's one-to-many.
Okay.
So we need to tell it that we have one of the many agencies that the company is part of is this one. So, and everywhere you have company, oh no, and company, that's enough. Do you create another company? No. Okay,
I know.
it should be good. So if you run it, it should be good. Patrick, did you notice that meanwhile we had the cruncher down, there were some specs that were failing?
Some are specs.
Yeah,
I
where there was like, I was
Yeah,
not able to create.
yeah, it passed now.
It passed.
Okay, thank you.
okay.
Welcome.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, I'm going to explore. Okay, bye.
See
Okay,
ya.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
for you
too.
too.
Yeah.
So I noticed that it was I don't remember his name, David, something like that, that headed a PR last week.
Yep.
So after we had the meeting, he submitted the PR again, and it failed to create jobs
Really?
on the cruncher. Yeah, I saw it, but I just ignored it and then just rebuilt it on Saturday after I created a call, after I was able to put the cruncher up, and I completely forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there are some aspects that still create jobs there on the cruncher.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What is he doing? So he's got a bunch of object creations, an agency,
I don't think
company.
it's his PR, but I'm not 100% sure because I didn't look through it.
I did look at it. I didn't test it with web services turned off, which I should have. But I'm looking. It looks like pretty. It's got a company. Nope, that wouldn't create any problems. Yeah, I don't see any issue with it right now.
So what else? No,
Is his bill still available?
I am not sure. Let me see. I don't remember even what the ID was. Audit branches, no, 400. It should be like 3 days ago. And 3 days ago it's on the 30. And I don't think we have anything there. Oh. 23 hours. I don't think so.
Oh, I disabled non-mocked web services, and I'm running company people controller spec right now. So far, it looks green, but if that works, I can run the whole RSpec suite, see if there's something else in there that's breaking us. Well, that was a good test of non-mock services. I guess having the cruncher be down for a while.
Yeah.
Not the way
But
we wanted to.
We had like 2 PRs that were pushed in the meanwhile, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it looks like it's. So the driver setting stuff up. I did look. We don't have job update. We only have job create in the service, the implemented API. So we'll have to look at whether we actually need an update. I would think that we would, because someone can edit a job, an existing job.
I really thought that we had that there. If it failed, if it had, we tried to create a job. If it failed, it would just do an update. I don't know why I thought we had something like that implemented.
And the API does have it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what happens on the controller or the jobs? Not here. Controllers. Job controller. So update. Where's that? It's kind of formatting pretty strange. Okay, here. So it has an update. So it should be in the model. But this is list job.
Yep. So right now the model's not doing anything if it's an update, only when it's created. So that's why it hasn't occurred till now.
It has an after create or something.
Yeah, there's an after create at the bottom of the file,
Oh,
and
really?
it creates if it's a new job. So there's no update clause to that.
Okay, I think I do remember this. I think I do remember this, that we just solved it like this for the moment, because I don't know, I think it was the guy that was doing this, had some errors here, and we
Yep.
said that this needed to be changed. So yeah, we kind of need to do a story there that does
Yep.
the else of this if here, and that creates a service that will just do an update.
Yeah, we got to get the service. We got to put something in the job cruncher model, service endpoint job cruncher model, update the controller, update tests. Okay. Well, all right. I'll create a story for that. Company people controller worked with non-stub services are going to fail. So company people controller in David's feature branch works. So now I'm running the whole RSpec suite and see if anything else pops out here.
I don't think he creates jobs in his test, but I don't remember. I don't know.
I scanned the objects he's created. I don't see where any job could possibly be created. So that's why I wasn't worried about. That's why I don't think I ran his suite of tests with non-stub services failing, because I didn't think it was going to fail. And sure enough, it doesn't. They work fine. He wouldn't know about stubbing, so I looked for that.
So one of the things that I realized today while reviewing, I don't remember his name, PR.
Christian?
Christian?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's possible it's him. That we had an error there. Was that what you were talking about before?
Which
There
error?
was an action that didn't make sense. Job applications, yeah. The job applications, everybody on the company could, all the companies could update them. So I updated the spreadsheet. I changed it to yellow.
Oh, I looked at the spreadsheet today. They were all yellow. They weren't yellow before. They were just
No.
green? Oh,
They're green.
oh,
So
that's not good. That's why you missed it, I guess. I'm not sure you even knew what the significance of yellow was. It's not
no, no, no.
entirely clear.
I changed it to yellow this morning, so
Yeah,
I'm quite positive that it was
he
green.
wouldn't
So
have.
it just added everything.
Yep. Yeah, it was yellow when I looked at it this morning, so I thought, well, that must have been yellow the whole time. And
Okay.
I'd forgotten that.
So for now, okay. So I just changed it to set on company,
Mm-hmm.
and I also commented that. Um, okay. I have a question about Tongway's PR.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to merge her PR, but I think it's not yet completed at this point.
She told me this morning she's got a couple things she's still got to do on it, and I haven't seen any updates to it. So I think she's still got some stuff outstanding to do there.
This Hound thing is very nice because it just spots a bunch of errors and stuff, but it just brings so much clutter. That's very hard to distinguish any changes.
Well, we could turn off the line too long business. That's where half of
Yeah,
them come from.
I think we might, or we just increase it to a big number, to a bigger number. Maybe I just remove it for now.
I mean, to be honest, I like line. I told Tongwei that this morning. I said I like line too long because I'm kind of religious about 80 characters or less.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is Sam mentioned that on, I think, local support and probably website one, they're using Hound pretty extensively, and they have, I think, a common configuration file between those two projects.
Mm-hmm.
So it might make sense to have use that common config file.
Yeah, we can look into it.
Yeah.
I can look into it. No. Ah.
What's the matter?
Okay, so. No.
It did what?
I pressed the cross on Chrome. Now all my pages closed.
Oh no. You could always reset that dialog box that asks you if you really want to close, that everybody turns off because it's so annoying until they do that.
I had a ton of stuff open here. Okay, so that's Songways. I think that's all. I think I don't have anything else. I'm just writing now down about. Please review the document. Edit. Meeting agenda.
Yeah, I'd like to get Tongway's PR out of the way too. It's been
Too
out
long.
there.
I think she might get frustrated as well
I
for
think
having the things open for so long, and I'd love her to move on to another things.
I think she's okay. Her morale seems good this morning. We were just laughing about it's gotten bigger than we thought it was going to get. But I did remind her that she chose to do some refactoring of an action from one controller to another, and that proved increased complexity. But overall, I think it's nearing completion. And Sonia finally got that very long-standing local time zone business fixed or in place now with some minor requested changes. So I think we're doing all right. And then Sonia's going to take one of the real trivial ones with one story point. I think adding a test for a controller action. And then I suggested that she get on one of the matching stories. We haven't done any of the matching stories yet. And I pointed out to everybody that the first person who does it has to come up with a graphical way to show a 5-point rating scheme, including fractional points, 3.8, whatever. And if we can do it with stars, great. If we have some other graphical representation of that, but it has to be the same. So the first person who does it really should come up with a way to do it and show it to the team. So we all
I think there's like a
agree on it.
JavaScript library.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
That. So
it's like Netflix does 5 stars and they do partial stars. I don't know if they do.
Mm-hmm.
So but somebody's got to make a design decision and just, show it to the team so the rest of them can follow.
Yeah.
I'm running, like I said, the RSpec test on David's thing. His stuff looks clean. So if anything's broken, it's just because somebody else's RSpec test is not stubbed or something.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought so, because I didn't think that he had anything on his code that would need whatever from the jobs, but
Yeah, I think that's it.
okay. So I think from my side is everything. I don't have anything else.
So I will I will create a story for the job update feature, and glad we caught that.
Okay, so anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good evening.
Maybe. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow.